All right. Thanks for joining another CTO Advisor webinar. We're going to do an introduction to blockchain. So for those on YouTube watching this video, this is a high-level introduction to blockchain. We're not going to go deep into technology versus we're going to, try and demystify the blockchain. You hear it referred to often as the blockchain. We'll give the live participants a chance to ask questions near the end of the session. So hold your questions for the end. For those, again, watching on YouTube, this is a great opportunity for you to go over to thectoadvisor.com and register for the next webinar so you can ask questions live. Otherwise, you can ask your questions in the comment section, and I'll hopefully get back to you as soon as possible. So let's start out first by talking the business of blockchain. Simple definition of what is blockchain. Blockchain is an immutable distributed ledger. What the heck does that mean? I love the image at the bottom. If you've ever written something down that you needed to remember and potentially share with other people, the idea, we see it all the time in these cop movie, drama movies where the ledger of the gangster is discovered and Sherlock Holmes saves the day by revealing this ledger. And that ledger is protected both from a security perspective, making sure who's able to read the ledger can read the ledger, and being able to protect the ledger, the integrity of the ledger. That one can just go in and erase the data within the ledger. Blockchain fundamentally solves two of those problems. One, we have the problem, to restate that we have three problems. One, security of the ledger. Two, the immutability of the ledger. Can it be destroyed or edited? And then third, the distributed nature of the ledger. We need to be able to share the ledger. Blockchain is immutable, meaning that it's very difficult to change the ledger once it's been agreed to. Once the distributed folks who share the ledger decide that the transaction is solid, it's almost impossible for a bad actor to go back and edit the ledger, or for corruption, such as a fire or loss of systems, to destroy the ledger. So blockchain is the immutable distributed ledger. Very simple concept. I thought I'd hit on some of the use cases of blockchain, what we see it the most. Bitcoin by far is the best example of production use case blockchain, in which we have this cryptocurrency that is shared across the world, and we can have transactions conducted using Bitcoin and recorded in the blockchain. Another use case is what we're seeing production level usage of blockchain is the supply chain. So, think of Walmart and all of its suppliers. They don't currently use this at Walmart, but the concept everyone is looking into. When I worked for a manufacturer, we looked at the possibility of saying, we're going to ship something from the factory floor, and when it gets to the shelf of the retailer, every point in that supply chain, from when it leaves the manufacturing floor, when it gets to the distribution center, from the distribution center to the trucking company, the logistics company that moves it from the distribution center to the store shelves, to the store, to the receiving at the store itself, to the stocking on the shelf, to the point that it's sold to the customer. That item can be tracked via a distributed ledger across all of those participants in the supply chain. So at any point, we can say, let's say that the item is stolen at the distribution center. The distributor and the manufacturer can go back to the ledger and show that the item left the manufacturing facility and was accepted at the distribution center. If this goes to, let's say, arbitration or court, there's no denying it. The manufacturer, their ledger says that it left. The distributor, their ledger says that it was received. Both those ledgers are, same ledger is immutable and undeniable. This is I think, a very exciting and very focused example of the current use cases for blockchain.